So, winner is Fleetwood Mac. That's your winner. 3-0. I feel like everyone tried to come up with a girl's name. It is Christy McVie. I remember Christy McVie before I knew who she was. Came out with a single in the mid 80s. Got a Hold on Me. There was one more for sure, maybe two. But I didn't know that girl, Christy McVie, was part of Fleetwood Mac till probably a year later. I always thought Stevie Nicks was the only female in there. But then when I realized Christy McVie was in Fleetwood Mac, I began to notice her. And I think it was Jim that said that she didn't get a lot of vocals, but she was really good. Uh, thought that video was so well done. I tried to come up. I had an Eagles song that was similar to it, but Jim made a comment my last videos, which I didn't like. He said they were boring, and I don't want you guys to be bored. So I thought that Eagles song, even though it was pretty good, might have fallen into the boring category. So I found the Drops of Jupiter one, which everyone is right. That guy's voice is so good, and I've mentioned it before. And in the comments, the Howard Stern vocals, they said this. You got to give credit to that sound engineer there. I think there's a lot to do with whatever kind of setup he has in that studio, because everyone, Duran Duran's another group that just sounded so much clear and crisp from their performances. Uh, so I give a lot of credit to the Howard Stern show for that. Everyone sounded so good. Oh man, problem with watching one video a day is I'll try to remember what you guys said. Jim mentioned if I saw the same show he did. I did not. That's probably Spirit Guides. Definitely Spirit Guides there. So I did not watch that show. Jim, your job sounds stressful as hell. Sounds very dramatic. Sounds very chaotic. And seems like it would zap a lot of energy. Also, Jim, you not having, I almost call them patients, you not having inmates, probably a good thing, right? I'm thinking if, I know it's boring, but you been watching this, Jim? Um, I mean, you can't go by clips, but I've seen so many clips of inmates. You know, the inmates run the asylum. Freaking cliche. Almost seems like it's happening there. I feel like maybe I'm totally off or dumb on this, but are they all kind of like just fucking crazy now? And maybe not being in class is a good thing. I feel like it would just be maybe unruly. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's probably a good thing that's not happening. Jim did some St. Patty's things. Jim was going ice fishing. Hope you went, Jim. Caught some whoppers. The weather is breaking finally. It's in the mid 60s today, but not very sunny. Let's see. Don, your car wash thing wasn't annoying to me. Interesting watching people just live life, kind of, kind of in real time. I was, I was intrigued by all of it. You love watching your cars. You guys watch your cars a lot. Dad washes his fucking car once a week. Dad fucking loves that car wash. Um, Don talked about Henry playing some baseball. Listen, sounds like Henry's, I mean, for the one time a year I see him, looks like he definitely sprouted. And you're talking about how he's lifting weight, so the velocity just it makes sense, right? Probably pitching off a higher mound. Is that possible? Right? I don't know what level he played last year. So yeah, man, that's awesome. It's got to be fun. You know what? God, I think I've talked about this before. When my kids were playing sports, I'm trying to think the highest level they got to. Alex played JV hoops. Jeremy played maybe it was freshman soccer, and then Josh was AAU was fun, and I think he played modified hoops. But even watching it to that level, I mean, there's so many good things about it. Uh, I miss that so much. I miss it a lot, especially here when you know like a lot of the parents. I remember hanging out with like Mark Taylorino, Schweitzer sometimes. Once in a while, Darren. I can only take Darren in small doses, but just leaning on the fence, watching your kids play on the same team or against each other, and oh, so good. Traveling, travel ball. So Don, enjoy this because this will probably fly. Henry's ninth grade. Yeah, he's still got 3 whole years in this year, so drink that up because that's good stuff. Oh, Don, you talked about the North Carolina kid and the Jesus. I watched that as it was happening. I don't know. I think he was trying to fake it. This is so stupid. But anyways, and that buzzer went off, and these guys, like I get it. Like the camera's right on him on the bench, and you just seen his face. It's like you're going through it with him as it happened. And you realized we just lost this game because of me. And you see this kid, and that was tough. But I saw Hubert Davis, like you said, when he was consoling him. He did an interview with his arm around him. That's so great. You also asked, like, I don't think they're getting in the tournament. I don't think they're getting in the NCAA tournament. They're just mediocre. And that's the other thing. That win would have put them in. I think they'd beaten the number one team in the country. Um, so maybe there's the NIT, but I feel like some schools now like almost take that as an insult. I'm not going to the NIT or North Carolina. Like the bigger the program, sometimes I feel like they don't do that. But I hope they do that. I'm sure they'll be invited. I don't think they're making it today for that for the big dance. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. What else? Don talked about the Stephen A. Smith LeBron thing on Jim's thing last week, and I've watched it a few times. I don't like either of those guys, but I think what LeBron did to Stephen A. Smith was shitty. I think it's shitty. But with that being said, he probably needed a little dose of go fuck yourself. So yeah, whatever. That's a lot of different feelings on that. Jay Sony, like the sun behind your car looked like the fucking sun was chasing you. Must have looked amazing in person. You talked about having a good time with Caitlin. Very cool. Your softball didn't go well. Jay, that's what I want to ask you. Do you go to the batting cages ever? I feel like when I was playing softball, of course I was a lot younger, I was in my 30s. Once I learned how to just fucking rip the ball, hitting became, I got really good at hitting a softball. So yeah, it's frustrating. Like, but I went to the batting cages it at least once a week, maybe twice, and it really helped you just get your timing, and that fucking 8 to 10 foot arc. But yeah, timing and just the mechanics of a consistent swing. I just fucking love getting a hold of a softball back in the day. Jesus, another thing that when you're doing it, you just don't realize it's not forever. But that'll come. And it sounds like the good fielding. You still got the same guy managing your team. Sounded like he was a little off. But I also think he said he was sick. So that sucks he didn't put you at short. Also, very cool that you got 6 at bats and you still won with 9 guys. So good. It's hard to do. Anything else about the videos you guys said? Sure, that'll be a fucking 5-second clip being sent to me by Don. Don's just grinning right now. Fucking Don and his shit. His shit close up. Shit. His shit. Clips and his shit. Comments on Facebook. Fucking pain in the ass, Don Taylor. I'm sure I missed a lot of shit on these. Jay talked about jorts. I think I was a jort dude for like a year or two. It is a terrible look now. Especially back in the day when people were making their own jorts. Dad wore jorts. Remember Dad's jorts and his Genesee beer hat where it was made out of the actual Genesee cans? What the fuck? And his I Was Stupid t-shirt. I can still vividly see the pictures of him standing next to Aunt Gert, and it's pointing at her and says, I'm with stupid. Okay, Bob. And you didn't wear a fucking Just Blow Me shirt in 1993. It was a Just Blow Me shirt and Wax This. Oh, fuck. Anyway, anything else I got to say? I had a lot of things I wanted to touch on, but when the lights come on, I just fucking forget shit. Fucking 13 minutes. Hoops is coming on. And bracket time. Syracuse sucks ass. It really sucks that they're not. Another thing that you just don't realize, it's not forever. Fourth fucking year in a row, no tournament. Right there, you fucks. They're so bad. It ain't changing anytime soon. So, I'm rooting for St. John's. I think St. John's, Houston. There's so many good teams. I'll go a little dark horse with Creighton. The Creighton Blue Jays. But anyway, that's 15 minutes. That's enough. 14. You guys have a good rest of your week. Fleetwood Mac wins 3-0. And that's all I got. Have a good week. See ya.